Go!
Abracapresto, yo-yos. Welcome
Abracadabra.
to the dungeon.
We got fun games. Wait.
We got funky names.
We got
We
funky
got,
names.
we do. We got Blumgard in the house. Everyone's favorite dungeon master, BB Rumble. Same guy. Luciferian Skies up in this piece, everybody. Also known as the King Ad Hoc. And on this side, we have Josh. Javen Dosh Josh. Also known as Big E. Woo! And joining us shortly will
And,
be
in fact,
Wizard
right
Beard.
now,
Summon them.
we up.
How did I get here?
I'll have to do it next time.
Okay. Dave Javen Dosh, everybody. Also known as Fanino. And welcome to another Big Room, the Dungeon Under the Big Room session.
Right. All right, I think I got everything I need already.
Anything you want.
Anything you want, anything you need.
Anything you want, anything you need, any way you want it. You like that?
Before we start, I'd like to know what my constitution and intelligence is.
That is
Man, I ask myself that every day when I wake up.
We all do.
About me particularly, or yourself? You.
Yeah, both. Yeah, both.
You. Mainly you.
Let me see. We wrote that down, right? Did we write that down on the jam
Didn't it make it?
there?
No, it didn't make it on there.
I have your.
Make it on there.
What are you asking about? Your what?
My
Constitution and wisdom
and my intelligence.
Oh,
your intelligence we have is a 10, and your constitution is a 13, and your wisdom is a 20.
Boom.
So constitution 13, intelligence 10.
That outshines me dramatically, by the way.
What? Oh, what?
Those numbers outshine my numbers for Gustavian. Shalamia. Dummy. Bye, Ad Hoc.
I mean, by and by, we are not the most intelligent group, I don't think.
No, that's what's going to make this fun.
Yeah. Who's got the highest intelligence amongst us?
I'm guessing Josh. Josh, what do you got?
What's your intelligence?
Josh Bagosh.
Does Josh hear us? Does Josh know his intelligence?
Yes, I do. I have it right here.
That's what we're asking.
What would it be?
I have a 16. Sorry, I'm
doing. Oh yeah. You're far and away the most intelligent. I have a 10, along with Dave.
I have 6.
My intelligence is 20.
No, your intelligence is 10, Dave.
My intelligence is 10. Oh, my wisdom must be 20 then.
Yeah, it takes you a long time to learn your shit, but when you do, you never forget it. And you figure out how it works. You're like, oh, yes. I definitely should not cast a fireball on myself. Why? You learn that. You had to experiment with it to make sure. What happens if I cast a fireball on my foot? And then you did it once, and you said, you know what? I am now wise in the ways of the fireball, and I will not do so again.
Burn me once, burn on me. Burn me twice, burn on me.
Right? All right, Luciferian disappeared, I guess.
Oh, bye-bye.
He said he'd be back or something, yeah. I guess. All right, but
we'll make his character do crazy stuff while he's gone.
Yeah, let's just put him in the lead stuff, and
Make him die first.
Make him. I'm a big believer in that basic concept. Always make him die.
Somebody's
What a
got to.
concept.
Whoever
And
him
it bloody
is.
well ain't me, mate. That's Rick. That's from the young ones.
You know what?
Somebody's got to do it. And it bloody well ain't gonna be me, mate.
There's a show on Netflix called Lockwood and Co. And it's kind of like it's a BBC show. It's a British show, and it's based on like a alternate reality where ghosts have taken over the Earth.
Okay.
And
Is it a comedy?
no, it's not a comedy. No,
Okay.
it's kind of like a teen supernatural hunter type thing.
Okay.
And it's like this small group of like three kids. There's the main kid who's Lockwood, the main girl who's like this super listener who can hear ghosts, and then this like like kind of like the comedic relief character that is their their tech support and researcher.
So it's Dave.
Yeah, and and the concept is that there's a worldwide curfew. Everyone always has to be in their houses before sundown because that's when the ghosts come out and do their shit. And these three people are part of a group that goes and dispels ghosts. And that sort of
The
thing.
ghost bust.
They do some ghost busting. So anyway, there's a rich character. I don't remember the character's name. But he's like this rich character that hires them to go and kick out the ghosts at this old mansion. And he's an old man. He's like not a super old man, but you can tell he's older. Probably in his late 60s, early 70s. And he's in this suit, this tie, and I'm looking at him, going, "Fuck, I know that guy. How do I know that guy?" It was fucking Neil from the Young Ones.
No way.
Nigel Planner. It was Nigel Planner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Modern day Nigel Planner. Wow.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nigel Planner, hello, Rick. Hello, Rick. Ah! Hello, Rick. Ah! Hello, Rick. Another Young Ones episode where he comes back. Remember, we sow the seed. Nature grows the seed. And then we eat the seed. And then
I'm very entertained.
nature grows. Yes. Yes. All right. Dave, Javen, Dosh, and Josh. Javen, Dosh, Josh. They're looking for blood, people. They're here for blood. They're here for action. They're men of action. They're humans of action. Well, they're not even humans. No. They are what? Elflings. And they're ready for action. They are brothers in Elflings.
Right. So, if I recall, what had happened was we had gained entrance and we had deciphered the runes that were written on the floor. And we still have access to that, right? We still have access.
Is your mic working, Luciferian? By the way, I haven't heard your beautiful voice.
You're on mute. Actually, you're on mute right now. You're on mute.
No,
oh yeah, no, nothing. But Dave, Javen, Dash, and Josh, you guys still have.
Can you give it a read?
The
Josh?
poem that we had, right?
Can you read us the poem, please?
Yes.
It's actually on Jamboard right now. I'll go over.
Will you guys take turns reading line per line?
No.
Yeah. You want to start?
It's loading for me right now. You do it.
Okay. Go back to the tumor or through the arch, and the second great hall you'll discover. Shun green if you can, but night's good color is for those of great valor. Val, you wanna
Sure. So the first, it's go back to the tormentor or through the arch, and the second great hall you'll discover. Shun green if you can, but night's good color is for those of great valor. If shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not need sacrifice, odd but a loop of magical metal. You're well along your march. 2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortuitous fall, so check the wall. These keys and most these keys and those are most important of all, and beware of trembling hands and what will maul. If you find the false, you find the true, and into the columned hall you'll come, and there the throne that's key and keyed. The Iron Man of visage grim do more than meets the viewer's eye. You've left, and found my tomb, and now your soul will die.
Oh, great. Okay. So let's take it. Hey, there's Ad Hoc. We hear your beautiful Luciferian sighs.
Yeah, I got it worked out.
So okay, so let's hi.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna show-
let's look around where we are, and
Yeah.
then we'll examine the first 2 sentences and how they apply to where going home.
Yeah. So first of all, just to refresh, here's what we're looking at. All right. So that's what we're seeing right now.
Oh, we're doomed. We're doomed.
All right, and to give you a bit more, as we're in there now, we have the light going. You know, to give you a bit more description of what we're actually looking at. You know, all of the sides are still very bright colors. There's a lot of
Okay.
colors in there. A lot. If anybody has any questions at any point, you can always interrupt. But there's a lot of colors all over. There's a lot of pigments. The ceiling disappears about 20 feet above us. So we're not sure how high the ceiling is on this. It disappears into darkness. There's a bunch of different scenes along the walls. From where we're standing, we can see fields of.
You're gonna have to hold up. Biggie's away from their mic.
Oh, okay.
They I'm gonna cook Biggie. Hold on a second, okay?
Sure. Sure.
All right, they'll be back in a moment. Sorry, they were down here rummaging for some food, and I made a Grim Up the Hill potato salad, and with Fanina
celery.
and
You gotta
Biggie's
add
help,
celery and
Dave made
eggs.
some. Yeah, Dave made some
celery and eggs, and I did some finely cut onion,
Good.
Miracle Whip, and paprika.
You just
So,
got a 4th subscriber.
All right.
Okay, subscribe this.
Subscribe on
subscribe
this.
to this.
Wait, what'd you say?
You just got a
So I'm
4th
making,
subscriber.
yeah. All right,
Yeah.
I'll be cooking it while we're playing as well.
Okay. So anyway, so just to update everybody, yeah. So once we're inside now, we have some lights on, some lights lit. We're able to see that all of the mosaics are still very colorful. You know, different shades of blues, greens, yellows, reds. We can't really see the ceiling. It disappears about 20 feet above us. Seems like there's some sort of darkness up there that we can't quite see through, so we don't know how high the ceiling is. Some of the other scenes that we see, obviously, you know, we've already seen the what looks like a torture chamber. There are scenes of various deers grazing through tall grass. There's a corpse with several wolves in the background on one part of the wall. There's a image of slaves working in the fields. Some orcs, some elven, some are this weird pig human, ape human, dog human hybrids, all going about various tasks. There's a scene of a library that's filled with many books and scrolls. The torture chamber. There appears to be a wizard's workroom. And in the wizard workroom, it looks like there's chairs, boxes, windows, chests, birds, bats, spiders, all kinds of things, all over the frescoes on the walls. So that's what we can see from where we're at right now. So, do we want to? First of all, and on the pathway, there is that distinctly different colored mosaics where we spotted the runes and deciphered them. So, how do we want to proceed at this point? Are we looking to slowly move forward? If so, in what order?
Could we do like a detect magic or something?
Sure.
Also, it might behoove us to slowly read over the first two lines again, because that's going to be to Tormentor
or through the arch.
Yeah, we don't even know what we haven't even seen an arch of any sort as of yet.
Correct.
Okay, so I have a detect magic.
Or it's the arch between the two dog-like creatures.
Right, the two jackal things there.
Yeah.
And the coloring of the floor tiles?
Most of them most of the floor tiles are just your standard stone, just basic stone color. But there is in the picture there's that shaded darker pathway.
Yeah.
That goes. Those are red in color.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the stones that make up that mosaic on the bottom, that stonework. Those are red in color.
That seems important.
Well, you have to remember the one line of the poem.
That's what I want to remember.
Right, the one line of the poem says, "If shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not sacrifice aught but a loop of magical metal."
Which is a ring.
You're well along your march. 2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortuitous fall. So check the wall. So are we casting some sort of detect magic or anything? Or
what's the range?
Should I?
The range on detect magic?
Yeah.
It doesn't. I didn't put that in on mine, so yeah.
I can tell you. I'm pretty sure I could figure it out because I got stuff here.
And what are we looking to learn from detect magic?
I think they just want to find out, are there any magical traps or anything in front of us?
Okay.
All right, wizard spells. Wizard! Do you have what level that spell is?
It's at level 1.
Level 1. Okay, yeah, level 1. Level 1, detect magic. It takes about 10 minutes of concentration to get it going. And it gives us roughly within 30 feet. So about a 60-foot diameter.
Is that all around us or just concentrated?
30 feet from around the caster. So 30 feet in front of us, 30 feet behind us. It would go all the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that would cost you two spell points to cast.
Yeah.
I'm not someone who casts anything, but that seems low cost.
Sure. Would you like to cast it?
Sure.
Does anybody have the dice up?
I do. Let me share it.
Share it.
Oh, do I have to stop sharing?
Yes. Wait, why did it just reset? Hold on, I have to type it in again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Sure.
for a second.
Okay. How many sides?
We 20-sided die.
When
and
it
we're
comes
looking. Yeah. Oh wait, I gotta share. Hold on. All right, we're looking for a high roll.
This is what it got. I rolled it.
Well, we're gonna have to roll it again because I don't count that.
Okay.
17. Okay.
Excellent. Ha
So Dave Javidosh cast the detect magic spell,
That's
and he doesn't detect anything directly around us, but there is some faint. He senses some faint magic. It could be powerful. It's hard to tell, but it's down. It's further away from us, in front of us. It's not directly in front of us.
Okay. That's, I guess, good to know.
Yeah. I would say that's something helpful.
I'm sorry, I had my earpiece out talking to. What was good to know?
That Dave Javidosh casts the detect magic spell, and he doesn't detect anything immediately around us, but he does have some faint, maybe at the very outskirts of his range, that there is something magic, some sort of magic down near the end of in front of us. Yeah, at the outskirts of his ability to detect magic. So nothing immediately around us appears to be magic, but
Threatening.
right.
It's a kind of magic.
Magic.
It's a kind of magic.
Magic.
One dream.
One
goal.
goal.
One pride. One soul. One golden blade. Oh, what will be? It's a kind of magic.
So, do we want to?
Damn, we need to get a little soundbite of that going
Right.
for these shows. So what's the move? We're looking at the Javendoshes. What are we gonna do here?
I
think it's safe to move forward.
Yeah.
Through the tunnel, of course, with our light source. Light makes
Yeah.
me feel safe.
By the way, how is our light source doing?
It's fine. It's not gonna.
Good.
Doesn't it have how many hours does it have on it?
Enough that we won't have to worry about it this day.
Okay, so
do we want to step up and? I mean, do we want to look at the first?
Yeah, I think we could try to decode the walls. Maybe get more information about the riddle.
Right. So the closest thing that we would have would be on the right-hand side, which is those two jackals.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to approach that and check that out?
Yeah. I mean, it says that no magic is within very close, and that's pretty close to us. So
Right. We do want to keep an eye out for booby twat.
Right.
There won't be magical booby traps, so that's good.
All right, so we're gonna go up to the first thing on the side there, right? The first.
correct.
Okay, so then while we're there, so here now. Let me move that. So a closer view of what we are working on there is here. So that's more closely what we're studying now. That's what's on the wall right there. Okay, and so it looks like it's two jackal-headed humans, and they're painted. They look like it. It looks at least that the chest that they're holding, it's painted ridiculously to look like it's a real chest. So it's almost a 3D image that looks like it's that the chest is extended out from the wall,
Mm-hmm.
and it's bronze in color.
Could you go back one slide?
I could. Yeah.
There it is popping out of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we say maybe open the chest, or at least try to?
Somebody could definitely attempt to at least investigate it, see what they can see. If
Yeah.
that's what we want to do. Do we want Josh to do that since he is the one with the highest thievery abilities?
I mean, I could.
So Blumgart will stand on the opposite side, right next to Josh, ready to intervene if something goes wrong. And you're going to start just investigating it there.
Yeah, I think I am.
All right, so you don't even really need a roll for this at all. But as you're examining it, you see that it does actually extend from the wall a bit, so it does appear to be an actual bronze chest. And it looks as if the bottom of the box has a hinge on it. Right. Okay, so it looks like the bottom of the box has a hinge on it, and up top there it almost looks like on the top of it, it looks like there is a part that could be depressed. Like it's not raised up above the chest at all, but it looks like there's a spot up top that could be pushed down into the box if somebody was going to push down on it.
Bum bum bum. Who's gonna push the button?
Shiny, shiny death button.
Not it.
Oh, I vote him. I vote
Okay,
Josh.
we use an object.
To
push the button instead of a hand.
Well, sure, we could.
Sure.
Like use the hilt of a dagger or something.
Dagger hilt.
Something expendable.
Does anybody have like an extendable staff?
Well, I mean, there's plenty of stones and stuff on the floor that we could pick up if we wanted to do something like that.
Yeah.
Well, does anybody have a dagger?
I think we all have some sort of small, short sword or dagger, right?
Yeah, we all
I
do.
think I have a staff, but that wouldn't be helpful.
That wouldn't be ideal.
No.
We don't want in case anything would happen.
And I think I have a small dagger.
Right.
What are we doing?
I think we're gonna do like a stick or something.
Sure. Okay. So we
So
just
you
take
pick-
some. of the- here's
You
the
pick up a
ancient-
you pick up a stick, Josh, and then what do you do?
I poke at it
Poke
until
that
it opens.
All right. So when you poke at it, you see it move downward a little bit. But you feel that you'd have to push down with a little more force to actually get it to go as far as it might be able to.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to slowly apply pressure to it, or
I think
just
so.
okay?
Do we look to see what they're standing on, or up above us? We can't see the
we
ceiling.
can't see above us. The floor beneath us seems solid. Even as we investigate, we really don't notice anything other than the regular cracks in the floor that appear to be everywhere. All right, so as you slowly push down on the stick, you do feel something like something tick up against the stick that you're pushing down with.
Thank you.
So you feel some kind of vibration or impact on the stick.
Something happens.
Yeah,
Mouse
there's
twat.
something. Do you keep pushing? Do you take the stick out and investigate it? What do you do?
I think I'm gonna take it out and investigate.
All right, so you pull the stick back, and you do see what appears to be a tiny little puncture with something dripping off of it.
Poison. Yeah, that's what would have happened to your hand, matey. Little poison dagger, poison dart, like a scorpion.
At the same time, as you pull it back up, and you see the liquid dripping from the bottom of the stick, the bottom of the box falls open.
Oh, releasing scorpions?
No, nothing falls out. I mean, we can't see inside of it because it's the bottom that fell out, but the bottom now hangs open.
Mm-hmm.
It would be possible for someone to stick their face under it and look up into it, or reach a hand up in there.
Who has a shiny object that we could look at a reflection?
I was just thinking the same thing. Maybe does anybody have those, like, does anybody have a mirror?
And a conceited Albor.
We could use a dagger.
I
could use a dagger or a sword.
Odds are Dave has a mirror because there's a lot of spells that call for mirrors as components. So we will assume Dave has a small mirror on him.
How about we turn one of the rocks? Would a minor illusion work for turning something into a mirror?
So an illusion doesn't quite make it. So
right,
it doesn't manifest it. It just makes people believe it.
Yeah, that is a brilliant thought. Actually, that's a brilliant thought that potentially makes the concept of creating a minor illusion, that illusion being a mirror that you only look at so that it would reflect the actual thing. But I don't think that's the way it's going to work here. But really, I mean, we have a mirror, so if we want to just hold the mirror underneath it and look up, we'd be able to see inside the box.
It's a box.
I'm afraid something will jump out.
There it is. It's a box. Who's into the box?
Help! All right. Help! Are we holding the mirror under it?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, I think we should.
It's a colony of pea people.
We hold the mirror. We hold the mirror and we're looking inside. It looks like it's empty. We can't be for sure. There's something that looks like maybe there's something, but if we had to bet, we'd say it's probably empty.
Would you bet your life?
The only other thing we'd be able to possibly do would be, check, put a hand in there to fill up a round. We could cast another detect trap, possibly.
Probably could.
The place is probably riddled with traps.
The place is probably riddled with traps.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think a detect trap's going to help because it was clearly like the fact that it injected the stick with some type of liquid.
Right.
That probably wasn't like a potion of power. Probably wasn't something that made you feel awesome. So,
can I make a suggestion? I want to ask a question. The liquid that was dripping out of it, do we have a type of container or something that we could take that with us and maybe put it on?
That's a good idea.
Put it on our own dagger at some point.
Yeah, we'll assume. We'll assume that Dave has a number of small vials and such for various ingredients that magicians
collecting
would need.
things as well. Yeah.
I hope I do.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you want to? So we store some of the liquid in one of those vials.
Now, I like being extra careful. So
That's good. That's always good.
I think we should, but we should test it first just to make sure that it's a weakness potion and not a. What color? Just to help me picture it, what color would it be?
Green.
Okay.
Ooh, green. Wait. So it said there was a green. The mention in the green was shun green if you can, which means avoid green if you can. But night's good color is good for those are great values. So black is the color of night, and that's where we want to probably go. So yeah. So okay.
Yeah.
Green's probably a bad thing.
So yes, we should collect it and put it on our daggers.
Well, do we want to put it on daggers now, or do we just want to keep it in the vial for the time being?
Keep it in the vial.
All right,
but
so
once we come
future use
to a giant monster, then we
poison the hell out of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Light.
All right. So we store the thing. Now we're still standing in front of the mosaic there with the box hanging open. It looks like
any other. I'm not interrupting. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. If you have a question, go ahead.
I just want to perceive some of the other writings around it. Maybe there's something else that might give us a hint.
Yeah, no, there's nothing else around. There's no other runes around it. There's no kind of imagery or arrows or saying or anything like that. There's nothing that would make us think that there's something here other than this box with the bottom of it hanging open right now.
I'm guessing inside the box there might be a lever or something for us to open. Is it arches above the box?
What? Oh yeah, above the box.
This wall section. Are there arches above it?
No. Well, sort of. The two jackal-headed humans that are holding the box somewhat form an arch above it, but no, above it are just like above them are just little demon faces, and then just so no arch above it now.
Okay, thank you. Well,
so the question is, does anybody want to feel around in there, or do we just want to keep moving?
I'll stick my head up in there. Take a look around.
Well, maybe
using a light source and a mirror, we didn't see anything, huh?
No, we use a light source, and it's the inside of the box is also very reflective, so it's very like I said, it looks like there could be something in there. If we were going to bet on it, we would say that the box is empty. But no matter what angle we look at it, we can't be certain unless somebody feels around inside the box.
There's a ring in that box.
All right, so I'll ask our guys that we're with. Do you think there might be any treasure in there, anything worth investigating in there? And if so, does anybody in our group, would anybody in our group like to search the box?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to.
Ashram, who appears to be the leader of the other three folks, Ashram says that every time we've been here before, the boxes always. Every time we gather boxes or chests, it's almost 50-50. 50% of the time we've searched boxes. We've seen something like this before where boxes appear to be empty, but until we actually reached in, we weren't able to see what was there. But
Doesn't
even
it have
then,
the poison in it?
what?
The box.
No, the poison was apparently up top in the needle. So so there's but like Ashton was saying, half the time when something like this occurs, we've had people reach in and they come out with. One of them came out with a stone of 3 wishes, and they were able to we were able to get out alive because of it. But then other people have been hit by poison and whatnot and not made it out. So I don't really have any insight for you in terms of what any individual box is.
Yeesh.
I think
All
since
right.
we already triggered the poison, that I think the trap part of it's over. And if there's anything in there, that it wouldn't be harmful. And I think that there was mention of a ring, and we really want to move forward without searching this box somehow. So somebody needs to search the box. So how
I
about
just know it ain't gonna be me.
we can roll a die. We can draw straws. But
I know what we can do. We can all pick a number from 1 through 5 and roll a die and see which one it works.
Well, 1 through 8.
1 through 8.
Yeah, we include the other folks, the other Ashram and Boom.
Oh yeah, 1 through 8. So
yeah. 2 4-sided dice.
2 fourths.
We have an 8-sided
four-sided
die.
dice.
We just roll an
Yeah.
8-sided
Well, we
die.
do have an 8-sided dice, right?
Correct.
Oh, we do.
All right, so let me get that back up.
Alphabetical order.
All right, so this one doesn't count. All right, so now what we need to do is figure out the numbers.
Well, let's put them in alphabetical order, and that is always our number.
Okay, all right, so Ashram
First-
would be number 1.
Hmm.
Then Blumgart would be 2.
Then
Boom-
Boomgut.
Boomgut would be 3.
Then Dave.
Dave would be 4.
Hold up your numbers when it comes to
Then me.
Gustavian would be 5, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Josh would be 6. Luciferian would be 7. And Trask would be 8.
you. Okay.
All right, so basically we set up a little draw straw thing. We all agree. We're gonna roll and see who it is. 6.
That's me.
The one with the
That's not-
highest constitution.
Well, the highest constitution, and who's already a thief.
Okay.
All right, so
Mm-hmm.
he reaches up. All right, so as you reach up in there, you feel around a little bit, and right in the center of the box, you feel what feels like a metal rod that is sticking straight down, that's attached to the top of the box. So it's a metal rod sticking straight down. So it feels like it's roughly an inch in diameter, so it's not huge. It does appear to be attached. As you feel it, it feels like it would move around if you tried to move it around. The question is, are you going to try to move it around?
I'm gonna take the risk.
Okay.
You're already dirty.
Yeah.
No doubt.
All right. So which are you going to try?
Which way do you move it
Are you
first?
going to try? Are you going to try to
Pull
move
it?
it up into the box? Pull it down out of the box?
I'm gonna try
Push
and
it
pull it
towards
out.
the wall?
I'm gonna try pulling it out of
So
the
like-
box.
It's like straight down.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you pull straight down. It doesn't take much effort. You feel it snap off at the top.
Ugh.
And exactly at that point, the ground opened up underneath us.
Oh.
Son of
Okay,
Da,
a.
da, 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 da. Are we floating?
Okay.
Well,
Oh yeah.
no.
Does anybody
And
have
what?
any type of spells at this point?
I
You're
know.
welcome. Oh, feather falling. Feather
Yeah,
falling.
Dave has a feather fall, which we
Oh,
could have him.
Dave.
Dave, we're about to die.
Oh, Dave, we need feather
Two
falling.
pits
We're about
along
to
the way will
die.
be found to lead to a fortuitous fall. So check the wall. These keys
Oh.
and those are most important of all. Beware of trembling hands and what will more. Well, I don't really know. We didn't really make it very far into this tomb to have a fortuitous fall, so we'll see what happens here. But yeah, feather fall. Roll the dice because I don't have anything to.
How
like
wide is it of an opening? If it's falling like up beneath all of us,
It
so that whole
is.
section of
Yeah, it's a solid halfway the whole width of the, so 10 feet from the wall, like from the wall till the 10-foot part, and then roughly 10 feet wide as well. So it's definitely big enough that the entire group would be subjected to the fall. Some of those nearer the ends might be able to try to grab onto the hinges where the floor opened if we want to try.
absolutely.
Um,
See who it was.
Josh, come on, Josh. Why'd you do this
Dave,
to us, Josh?
Dave, we're going to be interested in you wielding a spell
Feather
of
falling, yeah, I
feather
heard.
fall.
Yeah,
all right, so well, what level is that?
I'm checking. Yeah, 1.
Level 1. Okay, so it only costs 2. All right, you gonna try and cast it?
Let's do it.
All right, we're gonna need 2 rolls. First of all, we're gonna need to roll on what is your agility and dexterity, Dave?
My agility and dexterity. My dexterity is 15 and my agility is 12.
Okay, 15 you said, and 12?
Mhm.
Yes, 15 and 12.
27, 30, 14. All right, so you need to roll a die, and we need you to roll 20-sided die. Sorry, 20-sided die. This one doesn't count.
Yep.
And we need you to roll 14 or under. No.
Da, 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 da.
So you are not able to react quick enough to start the spell.
Splat, we're all dead.
Well, who's
All right.
towards the edges for the grabbings of the awnings?
That's going to have to be a random thing as well.
Yes.
If any of us are. So here's what we need.
We have numbers, whichever one's
There's
the
8 of
last
us.
number.
Well, no. Here's what we need. We need 2 10-sided dice. All right, now what we're going to do is the number on the left is the higher number. So that would be a 26, for example. So we're going to roll, because this is just pure luck on our part. Again, we'll go according to alphabetical order. And what we're going to say is that there is a 20% chance that any one of us or any number of us could be within reach of the edges, which means we have to roll an 80 or higher. So let's roll for Ashram first.
Okay.
Ashram, is Ashram close enough to the edge? He is not. So Ashram will be falling. Is Blumgard, am I? I am close enough, so I have a chance to reach the edge. Now let's roll for Boomgut. Boomgut is not. Next is Dave. Dave is not. Next is
Splat, we're all dead.
Gustavian. Nope, that's a 0-8, so that's not good enough. Next is Josh. Josh is not. Luciferian. Luciferian is close enough. And Trask is the last one. Is not. So me and Luciferian are
doubles.
The only two. Wow. So me and Luciferian are close enough that we have a chance to reach the edge. So let me see. I said I'm first. My okay. My dexterity is 9 and my agility is 10. So I need a 20-sided die.
Dude, I'm right there with you. I'm 7 and 10.
Okay.
All right,
Ready?
so I need to roll. So now I will need to roll 10 or lower to react quick enough to grab the side. I am not fast enough to grab the side. And yours is what? This variant?
7 dexterity and 10 agility.
All right, so that is an 8 to 9 total. So he has to roll 9 or under.
Come on, good luck.
There he is.
Yay!
So Luciferian grabs the edge. Luciferian is safe and is able to pull himself back up to the top.
Later, suckers.
The rest of us fall roughly 20 feet.
Wow.
Onto what?
Into a pit. And
Of doom.
Depending on what.
The end. We're all dead. Splat. We're all dead.
we're not.
Good luck, Lucy.
Okay, and so now what we need to do is we all are going to take some form of damage here. So what we need is 3 6-sided dice.
As long as nobody dies, I got a mass cure wound spell for you.
3
Right.
6-sided?
Yeah, 3
Yes.
6-sided.
Okay. We ready?
Okay, so now we'll figure out Ashram's first. I'll write this down. Ashram has 11 points of damage. That does not kill him, obviously. Roll for Blumgart. Also 11 points of damage. That I'm able to survive that because I have 93 hit points. All right, Boomgut. 12 points of damage. He's okay. Dave. Oh, 17 points of damage. What's your hit points, Dave?
Landed ugly.
My hit points. It's
HP.
60/12.
All right, so you're 60 right now. So you should write down just in pencil or something right now 17 because you're down to 43 hit points after that fall.
You landed on your head.
Fall down, brickhead.
Amnesia.
Gustavian, 11 points. I'm
That's
sure
not
you're
bad.
fine with that.
Yeah, down to 70.
He did exactly the opposite of a cat. He turned upside down to land on his head during the fall.
Let's do it. Let's do it. The best trick shot ever.
Josh, you only take 9 points of damage. So that's not bad with your hit points. And then we need Luciferian saved himself, so no damage there. And then Trask, 12 points of damage. All right, so we all fall. We all take some damage. But we're all okay. You know, none of us are
in the pit.
We're just down in the pit.
So I yelled down the pit. Is everybody
Is there
okay?
is there any exits of any sort?
Yes, we're all alive.
Thank goodness.
We don't know what we landed on yet.
Can't believe that box had 2 traps in it. This guy's treacherous that we're dealing with.
This is a treacherous bastard here.
Yeah.
He's double trapping shit. That's I got him kicked out of a guild somewhere. Okay, so from what we can tell, down here at the bottom of the pit, it's just some spikes that we have extricated ourselves from, and we're not really seeing anything else of use down here. Do we want to investigate more thoroughly?
Do you guys need me to? Does anybody need healed?
We will want to be healed, I'm sure. Yes.
Hand to K-Rock, everybody. Hand to K-Rock, everybody.
Give a hand to the hand.
Give a hand to the hand.
Give a hand to the hand.
Band of the hand, and the band of the band, and the band of the hand, and the hand.
So
Remember that?
I have I got a 5th level spell that I can heal everybody. And
Kill? You say kill or heal? They're different.
Oh, I'm a healer. I'm a healer.
Oh, yeah.
Healer. I'm a healer.
Rebel.
And what does it say?
I said it with my Pittsburgh accent.
What does it say?
Enunciate healer. I said healer.
Does it heal everybody completely?
Each target regains hit points equals to 3d8 of your spellcaster plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
And well, you're level 5, right?
It's level 5, and I can heal up to 6 people at a time. The range is 60 feet.
Okay.
We have to determine if you're less than. You're only 20 feet away, so I could definitely help you guys.
Well, we're either gonna have to find a way out of the pit or see if there's something else in the pit. So we probably should take care of that before we do the healing thing.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if you guys take any more damage.
I mean, I know me. The only one that's in any danger is Dave, in terms of health, in terms of hit points right now, because Dave is down to.
I'm practically dead.
Nice. You're the C3PO of our group. You're the. We're all doomed. It's just.
We're all doomed.
But you're down to 43, So it would take a quite a blast to really take you down.
You break your collarbone. You landed on your head, broke your collarbone, and now you got to walk with a limp.
Might have dislocated a shoulder.
I'm the opposite of a cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite literally.
I'm a dog.
Yeah, or a drunken squirrel.
True.
Yeah.
Or just a drunken cat.
Or
in general.
Cat. Sure. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
All right, let's just do the look around.
All right, so we're gonna do some investigation.
Luciferian, are you still holding on to that? To the
No,
I was able to pull myself up.
Yeah, he pulled himself up.
Okay, yeah.
Surprised I didn't have to roll to pull myself up.
No, yeah,
but
what is your strength?
It's too late now.
I know, but what is it?
10.
Yeah, no, that's plenty. That's plenty.
10.
If you had like a 4, then you might not be able to hold up your own body weight for any time at all.
Oh, my strength's 11. So
all right, so Josh, we need you to 20-sided die.
Okay. Bet.
And what is your agility and dexterity, Josh?
My agility 18.
I mean, before you roll it, what it?
20-sided die, right?
18, and your dexterity?
17.
Okay, so that's good. All right, so you just need to roll under. You need to roll 18 or under.
Bet.
Woohoo!
All right, so after just a little bit of searching, Josh detects what appears to be a larger area in the middle of the pit, circular, almost like a plug, that is slightly raised up above the rest of the floor.
Fortunate.
Do we want to push it in?
Ugh. That seems to be the only option.
Yeah, I mean, it would be very, very difficult to try to.
Survive this.
It would be very, very difficult to get any kind of grip on it to try to pull it up. So the only option seemed to be to push down on it.
I can't see how that could be a good thing. Pushing down on a plug in the bottom of a pit.
It may be a
I mean,
valid
it's not
point.
like the only other thing you could do is like put it back up.
Right. I mean, do we just want to get out of here?
Turn it into an elevator. Like the House of the Future with Daffy Duck and Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's doing anything to help us. He put 2 traps in the box.
2 traps in the
So
box,
this-
people.
2 traps
So
in the
this is
box.
the second trap, and so the first pit trap is the lid. Second
He
one is the
obviously
death
doesn't
button that
want
you're
us
supposed to
into
land on.
doctrine.
You're supposed to land on the second button that drowns you.
I mean, if he didn't poison you, then he puts a lever in there that drops you into a pit. This is who we're dealing with.
Well, I wonder if there were many different options. So when we get back up, I say we stick a dagger in where the stick was or a twig and see if we could jostle it in another direction.
That's something we could do.
That's one way
Well,
to
I
die.
mean, putting us in more danger. Great idea.
Hey, man.
So do we just want to get out of here, or do we want to push down the button?
Oh, boy.
Well,
Josh,
could-
Dave, what could go wrong?
What could go wrong? What could
Never
go
say
worse?
Never say
What
that.
could go wrong?
I'm clueless right now.
Okay. Can I make a
what would you-
suggestion?
Imagine yourself. Imagine it's you, Fen, in a pit. You've just fallen into a pit. You're there
Yes.
with 6 of your friends, and you discover a 3-foot wide plug-shaped large possible button in the middle. Are you thinking we should push that and see if we can, or should we get out of the pit? You gotta put yourself into the picture. You gotta imagine it's you in the pit. It's the 2 of you,
well,
all of us, you, me, Josh, and,
We
and
need-
Gustavian. All 4 of us are in that pit. Lucifer's up above us. So Adam is outside. He's up above us. He goes, "Guys, are you okay?" And we're all saying, "Yeah, we're okay. We think
Okay.
Fen might have separated his shoulder, though."
we need to think though. How will we get back up if we
Thank
want to get back
Well-
up?
Josh has
Right.
a rope, right? Josh has
Yep.
a rope.
I do.
It would be pretty easy for him to toss it up to Luciferian, who could tie it off somewhere. And then it would.
I'm looking
we
at
would-
Luciferian's stats.
Yeah, Luciferian's not that strong.
I kind of almost want to get an escape plan before pressing the button.
Well, yeah, that might not be a bad idea.
Maybe
if we're gonna
even
press the button.
all of us leave the pit.
Leave somebody down there to press the button
The button
and
pusher.
have a rope.
The
and
button
have
pusher. He's a button pusher.
the agility. The one
Probably
with the
not me.
agility. Probably Josh, because he has the agility to
And
make
tie
it
a
back
rope
up the
around
rope.
them, and we can
If
pull them
something
up.
happens, yeah, like press the button and then make it to the rope as quickly as possible.
Or tie the rope
Well,
around
just tie it
them,
around
they-
his waist, right?
and then we all
I
just pull
probably
their
wouldn't
corpse
do
up.
If the
Yeah.
rope's long enough, yeah, but that's a 20-foot just to get down. I mean, you'd have to have a 30-foot rope.
It's a 50
And,
foot. It's a 50-foot rope.
Oh, 50-foot rope. Yeah, we're good then. And I could probably tie it to the box.
You can't reach the box right now because the trap
in the
door
middle.
is still open. So it's in the middle of
Oh.
so Yeah, it's all. Yeah, you'd have to scale a very small ledge to get right up against
So
that wall
I
again.
have a
Yeah, we're not
question.
gonna do
What
that.
if we press that button and it closes the floor again? Like the trap door, this would, the floor or the ceiling, depending on where you're standing. If you're in the pit, it's the
Right.
ceiling. If you're in the hallway, it's the floor. What
Do
if
you
it's
want
a
to
reset?
lodge something just in case? Do you want to lodge like a rock from the floor into the mechanism so if it does, we can just
How did we not land on it? Maybe the idea of it was to be landed upon, and then the pressure of that would then close you in for you to live there until you die there.
forever? Well,
It would,
I like the idea of balancing down to be the last one to come up. I would probably be the last one because I dislocated my shoulder. And balance stays down there to press the button and see what happens. Have a rock
Blumgar
on hand.
Blumgar just looks at Gustafari and are we okay with this? Are we okay leaving one of our proxies here that we're guarding over to be the last one?
I am not okay with it. So what I think I would like to do is I'm possibly the lightest
Right,
next to those who we're trying to save, the Jave and the Dosh brothers,
right.
the Dosh siblings. So I say, let's get everybody out of the pit, tie the rope around my neck, and you guys are all at the top.
Ashram, by the way, Ashram is a pretty small, agile.
Ashram wins. Ashram wins the lottery then.
Yeah, Ashram.
Not only is he not Dosh, he's also not me.
So Ashram says that he would be willing to be the last person in the pit. He's confident that he'd be able to make his way up quickly enough.
Famous last words.
What is his agility and constitution?
You don't get to know that, but I'll tell you eventually what we need to roll.
Okay. Okay, so let's.
Or we don't press the button at all.
Oh, we don't press the button at all? Well, first of all, let's get that rope set up for us to leave.
All right. So we toss the rope up to Luciferian. He's able to take it back towards the entranceway, secure it, and secure himself. So now, definitely the rest of us are all climbing out. Is that the deal?
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so one by one, we make our way out. And Ashram is the last one in the pit right now.
We say our final goodbyes.
Can I try something? I mean, what if I shot a bolt down at that, hoping to trigger it, precedent? I wonder if that would be enough.
You could try that. Are we leaving Ashram down there while you do that?
No, we would have everybody leave, drive to precedent while we're up here. Yeah,
Okay.
ducks in a barrel.
Okay. All right, Ashram.
Like ducks in a barrel.
On the unlikely chance that this bolt ricochets randomly around the stone pit you're in, try to dodge it.
And don't press the button when you're dodging.
Don't press the button when you're running.
Then should I do it since I have the highest agility?
No, we're not putting your life at risk.
Yeah, we don't think that this is worth the risking the
Might
life.
as well kill a stranger.
All right, so
Ashram doesn't feel that way, but we do.
Right.
And we outnumber them.
But the council decides your fate.
I mean, unfortunately, there's a real possibility that we do lose Ashram and he becomes trapped down there. Do we want to
pulling him out? Are we pulling him out? And
that's what I'm thinking. I mean, we should discuss this because we still have a whole hallway in front of us. We haven't gone down yet.
Oh yeah, we have a long hallway in front of us, and this is just the hallway.
I think this is just a trap, and like T said, I think it was going to close the ceiling in, and you're done. End of adventure. And it's too early in our adventure to lose Ashram if we can't open up that freaking trap again.
Are we gonna pull him up? Are we taking him up? Is he pushing the button? What's happening here?
I think we're pulling him up, and Gustavian shoots a bolt.
Okay, so we're gonna pull him up first.
Yes.
Yeah, I vote
We've
to
got
get
a
him
bunch
out
of
of there.
manpower.
I don't think it's worth it. I think we should go down the hallway.
Well,
Yeah.
let's try and activate it from up here
With
Yeah.
everybody
And
out of
if
the pit.
anything happens, will we
with
save?
everybody out of the pit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as soon as Ashram starts climbing up the side of the wall, and his feet leave the floor,
Oh, we were actually weighing down the ring. It wasn't a button in the middle.
Nah.
we hear a click, and we see just like Gustavi is explaining there, we see the floor rise up a small tick, and the trapdoors immediately begin to close.
Okay. So we
need
got to pull them up in time.
Right. So all
Leave
we gotta
him.
do.
I vote leave him.
Leave him. So,
It's been grand, Ashram. We will sing songs of you.
Toodles.
all right.
You
so
will
now
live
we
forever
need-
in song.
Jam board.
We need two 10-sided dice.
Okay.
These, of course, don't count.
Yep.
Now, the because of Ashram's agility and dexterity, plus the combined other 7 members, all being there to pull on the rope, all we need to do is make sure that we roll above a 0-3. So roll it.
Wow.
48. So we get them out relatively
I
safely.
actually worried there for a second.
I know that's what's great about this. So we wind up pulling him up, really not even really Indiana Jones style. He gets out with enough time for the door to close behind
Hold
him.
on. You just wait down there. We have to make this suspenseful. All
It's
right.
a little more suspenseful, yeah.
Can you climb
For the
slower?
fans.
Oh wait, we were too late. Bye, Ashram.
Bye, Andrew. Half sorry.
I already made a grave for him.
It would be a shame to waste it.
If
Right.
you look on the jam board, you can find
Ashram's grave?
Someone share it.
I can't look right now.
I don't know how to access the Jamboard.
Fen, click present.
Oh, okay.
And then share screen.
Yeah, sure.
It's a Jim Jam Jamathon here at Jamboard.
Jam board.
Board.
There we go.
R.I.P. Maybe Ashram 2023 to 2023.
That's
Yeah,
bad,
yeah,
man.
that is fantastic, but he is still alive. That beeping sound means that your baby is still alive.
Still alive.
All right, so no death there for us yet.
Woo!
Dang it!
Gee.
I mean,
We're 2 for 2, people.
Super two
So
people.
now do we,
The
the next thing, if we continue following the actual
Shun green if you can, but night's good colors for this valor. We should have went down the dark hallway. It's a black hallway. That's clearly the way we need to go. We went right for the green.
the green.
poison.
Totally
Oh, right, the poison.
really agreed.
No, green.
Yeah, okay.
We should have shunned it. But we
All right,
couldn't.
so the next thing on the wall, if we want that is alongside the path that we're on, is that the what looks like the torture chamber display on the wall. Are we going to walk up and check that out?
Yeah.
Are we staying on the red path?
Yeah. Doesn't it say something good about red?
It says if shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not sacrifice aught but a loop of magical metal. We don't know exactly what that means. And we don't know if that means, we don't know if that means specifically just this path even. It could be something throughout the tomb that we have to worry about. Okay, shades of red stand for blood. That's all it says. If shades of red stand for blood. But that's not necessarily a good thing. But if we want to if we want to investigate the next any fresco of note, which is the torture chamber, then it would be along this red path, which is just after the bless you.
Thank you.
The box that set off the trap for us.
There's a sickness growing in the hallway.
Are we going to the next
Yes, move on.
Okay. All right, so we move up to the area where the torture chamber is. There's a painting of a large iron door. It's painted so it shows it can find some sort of creature. We can see its hands, that are scaled and have talons on them, grasping the bars on the small window. It looks like the one bar in the painting is either loose or made to be loosened. It looks like maybe it's created that way so that the people outside would be able to torture the creature or the prisoner on the other side of the door. And that's pretty much what we're looking at right there. We're looking at that fresco. What do we want to do? Are we checking for traps on the floor? Are we checking? Do we want to investigate any part of the door? Do we want to continue down the hallway further? What do we want to do?
Continue down the hallway.
So just ignore the rest of the painting there.
Last time we saw something, it didn't go too well. We fell into a pit, and
lesson learned forever.
Lesson learned forever.
Take no chances. Off to adventure, everyone.
Which is the way home again?
Our battle cry: take no chances.
Take no chances.
To adventure.
We move like hobbits.
Dave kind of does have a good point. Why don't is Dave? Are you saying we should keep going until something aligns with some of the poetry that we've read,
or maybe
everything else in the meantime is
maybe just try and define this room more thoroughly before we do anything. Like we don't know where this hallway ends. Like maybe we get to another doorway and then we have a decision to make. Do we want to actually leave this room or go back to check? What do we want? We don't even know what's in front of us right now or how big this room is. Just because we step away from this painting now does not mean we can't return to it.
True.
alive.
Unless we die
Hopefully,
or something.
yeah. Hopefully alive, yeah.
yeah, I feel like we should keep going just in case something pops out and something bad happens. I think we should just keep going until something aligns with the poem.
Okay. All right.
Like explore the space to see, get a lay of the land first.
I
Is
asked.
that what you're saying?
Excuse me.
What does everybody else think?
Excuse me. I'd like to. I turn to Dave, and in particular, and say, and ask. Do you think you'll be good to continue on for a while, or do you want to take a short break and then I can heal you up before we continue?
Good idea.
It's probably a good idea.
Now
right?
that we're all safe, probably yes.
Okay. I don't
Because
mind.
I'm at 40 something or other.
Heal us up.
I don't mind it. I can heal you. Okay. All right. So I have a mass cure wounds spell that I can use, and I also have a first level cure wounds. Let me see what that one does.
Yeah, what does that do? I think Dave is the only one who really needs healing right now.
Yeah, because the first level one, it's just for one person, and they regain a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. At higher levels, when you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level or higher, the healing increases by 1d8 for each slot level above first. So essentially,
You could cast five. It would be 5d8s right now that you would be able to cast just on him.
there you go. That's what I was wondering. So that's and how much? How many points would that require me to use? Oh, how many d8s would he need? If he rolls, if he rolls like
he lost 17 points of health. So,
okay.
It's hard to say because we're gonna have to roll 8-sided dice.
Let's do a 3. Let's give
3.
him. Let's do a level. Let's do a third level evocation.
All right, so that'll cost you 4 spell points,
as opposed to if I did the heal all, which I could heal everybody, and that would only cost me 6 spell points because it's 5th level.
Yeah, it would cost you 6 spell points.
I might as well heal everybody. If I'm going to spend 4 spell points, I might as well just heal everybody, and you get more dice. You get more.
It's 3 8-sided dice, isn't it, for the Bastion?
Wait, crap.
Right, because level 5.
Where I go? Here we go.
Where I go?
Mass cure wounds.
I'll throw
there
a walk,
baby. Mass cure wounds right here.
Not allowed.
Choose up to 6 creatures. 3d8. So I can heal everybody, but it's going to cost me 2 extra points.
But you can only get right. So I mean,
casting time, 1 action. Instantaneous duration. Let's do the dice. Time to heal everybody.
Josh, you got the dice.
Time for me to do what I was brought here to do.
What is it? What's the specification?
We're gonna need 3 8-sided dice.
Oh, I have to present. Sorry.
Stop sharing there. I was sharing.
Oh yeah.
Three 8-sided dice?
Yep.
Okay, ready?
Yep.
Bada boom, bada bing.
And 13. So you heal each one of us for 13 points of damage.
And heal.
Which means Dave.
Oh, I don't get to roll. Everybody doesn't get to roll their own 3 die to see how it affects them?
I don't think we want to do that.
I don't know if you want to do that with a good 13 points of hit points.
13's good, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good. I mean, the most damage anybody took was Dave, who took 17. So
The rest of us took about 11,
you've given him back. You've given him back all but 4 of his hit points, which is
which
good.
will return by tomorrow.
And
Yeah.
everybody else is back to 100.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yay,
100%.
me! I did it. I have a purpose in life,
I have a purpose, and I know what it is.
and I know what it is.
All right, so we're just gonna follow the pathway.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lay of the land here.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So we wind up walking.
Is Josh listening?
Yep, I'm listening.
All right.
Okay, great.
So we wind up. We go about 10 feet past the torture chamber, the torture chamber painting. The pathway kind of loops around to our left a little bit towards the far wall. Then it loops back around to the right over the next 10 feet. Then it starts going deeper down the pathway again. We're about 20 feet past the archway, or past the torture
What?
chamber painting now. Chamber painting. About 30 feet past. So now we're starting to lose sight of the entrance behind us. And we are starting to make out something up ahead of us. So we're about 40 feet past the door, the entranceway now. We're roughly, 70 feet from the main entrance. So we're much further in than we were even when we were trapped with those fake doors before. $50 feet, 60 feet, 70 feet. It's kind of going around. The pathway is kind of taking us from one wall to another. All we're seeing are pictures of the weird pig humans and dog humans working in the fields. Nothing of interest anywhere. We're 80 feet in. Around the 90-foot mark, the red stone passageways seem to split into 2 different ways. One heads off towards the far wall, and one heads off further in the direction we've been traveling, towards what appears to be the end of the hallway. We can see that there's something there on both of them, but we can't quite make it out from here. So the question is, do we want to go further down the hallway, the way that we've been seeing and what's there,
Could
or
we
go
throw
to
the
the
right?
wall on the left-hand side and see what's there?
Can we throw the light rock down?
I didn't hear it. People cut out on me. So if somebody said
Oh.
something,
He was
I didn't
asking
hear.
if we can make a light and turn a rock into a light and roll it.
Sure, if we wanted to do that, we can do that.
Great. I think that's Luciferian.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so which way do we want to roll it?
And what's the
Right.
purpose of it? Just so we can
To see down the hall.
we can't see down the hall.
No.
Well, we can see if we go further down the hallway, we see what there's. All right, here's what I'll say. Off to our left, if we go down that pathway, we can make out some very faint, what appear to be very very faint yellows, blues, and oranges. And further down the hallway, it's almost a misty green
I'd say we
color.
I'd say we go
Green?
down the other way because it said Shun Green. We go left.
Yep. I agree.
Wait, let me see.
Misty green sounds like poison.
Right?
Poison gas.
But there's no there's no smell or anything like that. It looks like it's just some sort of aura or illumination of something
Does-
greenish.
Poison
say
green is made of people. Of people.
ASMR.
Glowing could be nice.
Right.
Where does it say that?
In the
Yeah.
What does it say? What's that? So is anybody making the Doshes are ringleaders?
we're
Do we want to? We're gonna head towards what, the other colors, or
the colors that aren't green.
the colors that are not green?
And if there are any potential black colors, go to them.
Okay.
That's right.
So
I mean, we don't have a black color. It just says that there's a green color.
and
so
remember, just so everyone remembers here, we've seen a trap in a trap, right? And we've seen, you know, what appeared to be a false but. So we've seen a lot, and right now we're basing all of our beliefs on a writing that we found in the tomb itself.
In a trap too.
All right, so just because maybe the demi-lich said avoid green, maybe we don't avoid green. It doesn't necessarily mean green is bad. We're basing it all on this poem lore that we found in the crypt itself.
what
Written
happened
by a
last time we
demi-lich.
encountered something green, though?
We think it appeared to be poison.
I stand my ground.
Right? So are we going to go towards? Is our plan to go towards the other, the multiple colors? That's where we're
Yeah.
going. All right, so we walk that way. As we get closer, it starts to become more clear pretty quickly. It's only about 10 feet further along that we see a section of the path, the red stones, that lead directly through what becomes an archway
Oh,
of
Poem.
along the wall. And
Then pull up the poem.
we're looking at this. So that's what it looks like.
Ta-da! Oh,
Right, so that,
misty. Is that living smoke or is that carved in the wall?
no, there's a misty veil. It's a misty veil across it.
Like a real mist or a carved?
Yeah, it's real mist.
Oh.
Yeah, it's real mist. And there are stones on the left hand side. The one down below is a yellow stone that as we approach begins to glow.
Glow. Well, whoa. Okay, and the other.
What does it say in the poem about the?
Well, hold on. Hold on. Yes, we're going to read that in a second. What
So
are all the others? Give us all the information first, DM.
Okay, yep. On the lower left is a stone that begins to glow yellow. On the lower right is a stone that begins to glow orange. And the stone that's up above on the top of the archway, it starts to glow a light blue.
Ooh, like a light blue.
Yeah.
And the mist is just mist color.
Yeah, the mist is just like a grayish, whitish mist. We cannot see we cannot see past the mist, but we can see that it looks like the pathway that we're following does extend beyond the mist.
So, at the gateway. Okay. To the poem.
To the poem. The poem says,
Ad hoc, you're officially the poem guy. Currently, all the times that we've looked at the poem, you've been like, hasn't it said like blah 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 blah. So you're officially hired to the poem guy.
Go back to the Tormentor or through the arch. And the
Go back,
second
right.
great hall you'll discover. Okay. Shun green if you can, but night's good color is for those of great valor. If shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not need sacrifice. Oct but a loop of magic metal. You're well along your march, 2 pits along the way. 2 pits along the way will be found to lead to a fortune's fall. So
Well,
check
we
the wall.
found our first
We
one.
found one.
Well, we found
These
one pit, but we
keys.
don't know if that's what. We don't know. We have no. It doesn't say those are the only 2 pits.
That's true.
So it's not saying that that was one of the pits.
Beware the trembling hands and what will maul. So probably good that we avoided the hands that were on the bars. Maybe they would start to tremble. Anyway, if you find the false, you will find the true. And into the columned hall you'll come. There's a throne of keys. Okay. Where did it say about the colors? There you go. Green, sun green, but night's good color is for those of great valor. Okay, and what are the stones? The one at the top is a blue, a light blue.
Yeah.
A yellow on the lower left.
And an orange on the lower right.
Let's shoot at them. Ha ha! I could, I could kind of, I do have a slingshot. I could throw some pebbles at them and see what happens.
Sure.
I mean, because what if we went up to that door? What would we be doing? Pressing on those stones, touching them, probably in some pattern. We have no information. And there's no writing. There's no other info. So now, and what did it say about the arch? Through the arch leads to the great second hall.
Correct. Give me pushing it.
But we have not yet found this magical ring.
But it might be the ring that was already gifted to one of the Javendashes. Dave, right? Dave, yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Which was found inside the tomb at some point. So we might already have it. We don't know.
We don't know.
So what do you think, Javendashes? What do we do? What do you guys want to do?
Josh?
Do you just to make for some clarity? We were talking about the archway that it doesn't mention. Can we go through this archway behind the misty veil, or is it solid?
Send something through it first.
It looks like the pathway goes through the archway.
Okay.
It's through the mist.
All right. Let's roll dice.
Stay inside this circle of light. For if you leave, I will be unable to help you.
Yeah. What about the lights around it? Do we want to do anything with them?
Yes. We should. It's definitely kind of like, I should say definitely. It could be like a Simon game.
Yeah.
Do we have any kind of?
puzzle.
Do we have any detect evils or anything? We have a detect evil, don't we?
Let me check. I'm pretty sure I don't have it.
I think because somebody cast it on the guys we met outside. Remember?
Check their
alignment.
alignment.
Oh yeah, detect evil and good, first level.
Why don't we cast a detect evil on this thing?
Yeah.
And see what we can get.
Yeah.
Alright.
And that's a level what, Alan?
Level 1.
All right, so that costs you 2 points. All right, we don't need to roll on this because there's no chance of failure. So you cast it, and from the mist, you get a sense of evil coming off of the mist, but you don't get any sense of evil off of the stones, of the lights.
Oh, okay.
Those are just straight up traps, but they're glowing. So they're but they're glowing.
There's definitely something magical about the lights. We can tell that because they're not glowing from any kind of normal light source. They're glowing from some sort of illumination.
Do it. Illumination.
Are we going to
Illumination.
try to hit one? Try
There
to
it is.
touch one? What are we going to do?
I like the idea of trying to hit one.
With what?
With a fist. I have a slingshot.
Right.
I don't
Okay.
want-
Slingshot. Slingshot would work.
Let's. You want to fling a stone off of one of them?
Yeah. Would
Fun.
that be okay, Josh?
Yep.
Dave? Is that what you'd recommend?
Anybody
I
have
mean,
any other
currently-
ideas?
The
Yeah,
toughest
I mean-
thing that we have right now is a stone, besides the dagger, which could be bent. Yeah, rock would probably work.
I hate
What
to
if
break it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what
you
if you
wanna-
damage it?
What if you break it? We don't want to break it.
True.
So maybe, what if do you think we can maybe talk one of the NPCs to,
Do what?
Touch
Touch them? What if we touch? Wait, it's yellow on the left bottom,
Yellow on the left. Yep.
blue, light blue at the top.
Yep.
Then orange
On the right.
at the bottom right. How does that even? Yeah. We missed information back there, possibly. And it seems like we don't have enough. I mean, everything's just a guess at this point. We don't have any more information to go by. There is no riddle
We can
except
go
for
back.
touching.
You haven't missed anything.
Okay, thank you. Then I say let's touch all three at the same time. Who's with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
there you go.
All right. So are we going to touch all three at the same time?
Yeah.
Really?
Of course. It's the only smart thing to do.
That's hilarious.
Do we want to try to touch one of them just to see, or
Well, the night sky is not just black; it's actually a midnight blue,
right?
and the fair side of that would be a light blue. That was in the riddle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not tall enough to touch that.
We could get Blumgart or Boomgut to touch the top one if we wanted.
Let's do it.
Anybody? Do you want Boomgut to touch the top?
Sorry,
Blue
you
stone?
cut out for a second. Can you repeat
Boom,
that?
gut. Boom, gut.
Boom. It would be Blumgut or Boomgut. It would be tall enough to reach the top one with no problem
By hand.
by hand.
We
yeah.
could push it with a stick, which
You can push it
has
with a
proven
stick.
smart.
We can
the
touch it
path.
with a stone. We can throw a slingshot at it.
Stick.
Valen and his sticks. He loves his sticks. First, he
He
launched
loves
the
his
stick into a box. Didn't go too well. Now he's trying to throw a stick at something. Probably not going to go too well.
Hey, maybe if I throw a stick
I
at him,
have
it'll
high
hurt.
dexterity. It's fine.
I'm
All right.
qualified.
Dashes, what shall we do?
Stick.
All right, stick. Who's going to use the stick on what?
Who has really high dexterity?
You do.
Yep, and I have a 13. Can I
Let me
try?
check mine.
Yeah, you can.
My dexterity is 15.
Mine. I hate to break it to you guys, it's 17.
Right.
Oh yeah, guys, mine's a 20. Like, can't even cover now.
Hmm?
Valen probably has the highest out of this group. What's the stats for Boom Gut and Ashram and Trask?
Boomgut, you don't get to know their stats, but Boomgut does not appear to be very agile. Ashram looks like he's pretty agile. He's also one of the smallest of the. He is the smallest of the other three.
Putting Ashram's life on the line again.
Again.
That's our motto.
Again. Yeah.
On to adventure, putting Ashram's life on the line.
Ashram, life on the line.
Adventure, adventure, adventure.
Point of view of Ashram. Put your life on the line.
So we
So
we give Ashram a stick, and we tell him, "Hey, go poke what color with it."
Orange.
Poke the
It
orange one.
explodes.
Actually, he goes up with a stick, and he touches the orange globe with the stick, and nothing happens.
Aww.
He turns around. Okay. All of the others on the floor, dead.
I think we should ask him to touch it with his hand.
Putting Ashram's life
Great
on
idea.
Again.
Great idea. Amazing
That's probably
idea.
the way it's going to work
go
because it is magic. But why don't you try poking the other ones first, see if they move at all.
He touches the globe. Nothing happens with the stick. On any of the three colors, nothing changes.
What if we touch them with something else that is magic? Yellow, blue, and orange.
Okay.
Like, what if we touch them with something magic? Like the ring.
Or, yeah, didn't it say that we needed a piece of metal?
It says you had to sacrifice a piece of metal. When it had something to do with red. It was something with red. It was like, if red is the color of blood, then the wise need not sacrifice aught but a piece of metal.
Aught meaning you don't have to sacrifice your life. The only thing you'll have to sacrifice is
a piece of magical metal. Yeah. But there's no red color here.
Yeah. So I think we don't have to do anything.
Whenever you talked to me about the ring last time, or a couple times ago, I remember what I pictured was a ring with a red top to it. Did it have that?
Sure.
Maybe that's what it's referring to.
It could be. But we still got to figure out this passageway in the globes. Or go back to the torture chamber, which is also in the poem. The poem says go back to the tormentor's chamber or through the archway. But Adam, Luciferian, is sensing evil from the mist that is covering the archway. But nothing evil about the globes that are glowing around it.
So let's touch them. Touchy time.
Touch a globe.
Touch some globes.
Touchy.
That's what I always say.
Ashram says, perhaps someone else could touch them this time.
I'm probably the most magic out of all of you guys. Maybe I should do it.
You are the most magic for sure.
How is my agility? My agility is a 12 out of 20. It's better than a 10.
It is better than a 10, that's true.
Okay, wait. In the poem, it says you can go through the archways or through the tormentor's chamber, right?
Right.
So those are
Yeah, it
two
says-
exits.
Right. It
I feel like the
says
tormentor's chamber
it
is
says go
less
back to the tormentor
predictable
or
because
it
it's
says
an
go back to
actual
the
living
tormentor or
thing.
through the arch, and the second great hall you'll discover.
So there's okay. And we did not let's go back to the tormentor and detect evil.
Yes. So what if he's
Okay.
just a nice guy that just got misunderstood? He's been there for his whole entire life.
Could be. Could be. You don't know.
I feel
I don't
bad
know.
for him.
Oh
yeah, that'd be sad.
Beautiful.
All right. Well, okay. So if we go back, let's just say we go back. It takes us a few minutes to get back to the roughly 90-foot walk back to the chamber.
Uh-huh.
This was very cut, and he does not detect any evil on it.
Should we roll a die?
So which
For
riddle
what?
do we want to take on? Like saying which riddle we want to partake into? We want to solve the riddle of the tormentor or the riddle of the arches? There's no wrong answer except
No.
the wrong one. That we
Except-
don't know. We don't know. So they are equal.
Either pathway could certainly lead to death. We haven't even followed the other pathway down the edge where we detect there was the green color. You know, we don't even know what's down there yet.
You want to go look down there first?
Do we want to go look at the other? Go look at the other path.
Just so we know it's there.
We
I
could.
say let's go look at the other path. Just to
Yeah, I think so.
gonna
too.
lay the land. But
All
what
right.
do I know?
So we go briefly down the other path to take a
And
look
we
at
die.
it, and
We
we
see
see
this.
this.
Oh, the tormentor.
It's a big devil face that's set in the mosaic. It's definitely a sculpture that's coming out of the wall. The mouth appears completely solidly black, just a dead black.
Okay.
It's roughly 3 feet in diameter. So it's very. It'd be very easy to throw something into it, jump into it, or anything along those lines.
What if it's a giant slide and this whole entire thing is just like a carnival?
A big carnival could be a big carnival.
Yeah, like. Do you think this is a good spot to end this?
No, I think we need to make a decision here on one of these pathways.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
vote jumping into the mouth.
You-
That's not how to end the day. We have to explore it a little bit, like throw a glowing rock into it and stuff.
or cast detect evil or
Detect
magic
evil.
or something.
Is it
Evil
alive?
magic.
It's not alive.
It's just a sculpture.
Yeah, it's a
Sculpture
sculpture.
doorway.
People
Right,
a lot.
Passive.
right. We could cast detect evil, detect magic. We could cast any number of things on it.
Detect the evil, please.
All right.
Yeah,
Pull up the dice.
got it.
All right, we need 2 10-sided dice. We just need a roll that is above 5.
Dig
Right,
it.
36. So Luciferian casts a spell, and he staggers back a little bit. He feels so much evil coming off of it that it nearly buckles his legs. He just feels overwhelming evil.
All right, gotta jump in.
All right, time to jump in.
Guys, there's a lot of evil back there. I don't know what this means, but I mean, if there is a saying, choose the lesser of two evils, that would be my advice.
Yeah. I agree with him.
Okay.
Okay.
Javen Dosh, number 2. What
Oh,
say you?
by the way, the metal of the demon face there is green.
Bum, bum, bum. All
I
right.
know that's exactly what I was gonna do. Go the other way.
The other way being back to the glowing crystals, or all the way
Yes.
back to the. All right, so back to the
Back
glowing
to the
crystals.
Yes.
Glowing crystal time.
All
I
right,
mean,
so
you
we're
could
back.
possibly like hold your breath and go through the mist, or we can put a hand inside the mist. But I think the crystals, if we rotate the crystals a certain directions, certain order, maybe it makes the mist go away.
Smart
Relieving-
idea. Let's
Making
try
the
it.
evil go.
What
Hey,
if
K-Rock,
it
come give me
made
a
more?
push. All right, so somebody's gonna try to touch one of them or turn them or something.
Or the other thing is the crystals might be there to keep the gateway open. And it might just be that, the mist is just something you just have to kind of hold your breath and jump through or something, like, so you're
To
not
block your
lingering.
view.
Like the crystals might not have anything to do with the mist. It just might be that, because the spell that was put there was by an evil cleric. So it's going to have some evil residue. But, this is a gateway, and I think we need to go through this gateway to find the next hallway. How to pass through it safely. Don't breathe the mist. Don't breathe the
Beware
pig.
the
if you
pig,
breathe
the grease the butt.
butt. Yeah.
Are we
Don't smell
touching a
someone else's?
crystal?
Don't
or
smell
what is
anybody
that?
else's farts, kids. It's pretty gross. So don't breathe the fart when you walk through the doorway, and we're good to go.
I think the crystals are there for a reason. They
Not
are,
just
but
for
look at the
decoration.
diagram. I mean,
beyond pretty.
yeah, but do you not need stones to create magic, right? So those stones are in place to keep the doorway open. If you disable one of those stones or break it, that doorway is closed, and then we're asked out on an adventure because we're not on the other, we're not getting anywhere. We have to get to the hallway. So we need to pass through this thing, and I don't
Well,
think
even if we broke, let's say we break them and it shuts it down. According to the poem, anyway, we still have two options. We can go back to the torment. It says the tormentor chamber or through the archway. Both lead to the second great hall. So my reasoning would be either we solve this, get through it, and it takes us to the second great hallway. But if we somehow screw ourselves, we still have the option of going back to the tormentor's chamber to try to figure that out.
Not going back there. Nope. Not going back there.
To the tormentor's chamber.
That guy creeps me out. Nope.
Yeah.
So that's the question. Are we walking straight through it as it is, or are we touching a stone?
I see.
And the stones are red, yellow, green.
No, they're
yellow, blue, orange.
Or yellow, blue, and orange. Okay. So there's not like a riddle there. Yellow, blue, and orange. You know what I mean? There's nothing. This is all just luck based. So I that's why I don't see. Yeah.
Same with the dice. A dice is also luck based.
It is a good point.
Hint, hint, wink, 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 hint, hint.
Nudge. Wellsies, I think we need to fiddle with the pretty stones.
Yeah.
But
Lady.
that's one vote.
You want to touch
Luciferian says he does not.
Yeah, I'm just ready to go. I'm just ready to like go through.
And when you said you're ready to go through, you mean send somebody else?
Yeah, I think that we should probably. We don't. Yeah, maybe. I mean, disabling the mist is what you're suggesting. You think the crystals will disable the mist? Oh, wait. There's something along in the thing that says, about checking the walls. You guys want to check walls some more?
Well,
Is there
yeah.
anything
Okay.
else on?
Anything else? Let's observe around
Okay.
there.
You look
DM.
around. There's nothing else. Really, you're faced with. Right now, we're confronted with three options: go back to the tormentor's chamber and look around, walk through the mist as it is, or fiddle with the lights and see if anything happens. Those are our three. Since we're ruling out the devil face.
I
Our-
ask. So I turn to the to our three NPCs and say, "Are any of you brave enough to go through? Hold your breath and go through and tell us what's on the other side, or come back to us and tell us what's on the other side."
The ashram as the leader says, "Is that really a question of bravery?"
Yes.
I
What
think
other?
I think the three of us, or each one of me and my companions, having been into this tomb 3 separate times, are certainly brave enough.
Okay. So which one of you will do it then?
So which one's stupid enough then? But you're
Yeah, each one of us are brave enough to do it. I think this is more a question of intelligence, though, rather than bravery.
I feel personally that we're missing solving something, and if something's there.
Do you have
I
something
think
to
we
say,
need to.
Dave? Dave?
I think I have a high intelligence.
No, you have a low intelligence, but you have a high wisdom.
I have a low intelligence, a high wisdom. Never mind.
It seems like we could be missing a valid gift by not exploring the Tormentor puzzle before moving on to the next room.
Trask goes, I don't know. Let's at least touch a light. I mean, we've touched bars, we've reached up inside of boxes, we've pulled on levers. Why are we so hesitant to at least touch one of these lights and see what happens?
Yeah.
Sounds like Trask just volunteered.
Trask goes, I'll touch a light.
Which one would you like to touch? Trask.
Roll me a 6-sided die, Josh.
I dropped my earbud.
6-sided die, Balin.
Yeah, Balin, I need a 6-sided die.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, 6-sided die. 1 6-sided die.
Okay, sorry.
This one doesn't count. Okay, he says, I'll touch orange.
Right.
Everybody okay with that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your touch is as good as yours.
All right, so he walks up, he puts his hand on the orange, and it gets much brighter. It lights up much brighter. We can see things kind of circulating and moving around inside of it, little white sparkles, and
I know what we should do.
but the other two stay exactly as they are.
I think we should touch the other two, and because something happened with the stone and the mist, they're somehow connected, and I think if we touch all three of them, the mist will stop and we can walk through.
Okay.
All right,
And
I'll
people
volunteer.
And then after that,
I'll volunteer to
the
touch
3
one.
people who have been touching it can hold their breaths and walk through to get to the other side.
All right, so you're gonna touch one, Lisfarian?
Yeah, I'll touch red.
There's no red.
There's yellow, blue, and he's already
Then
touched
I'm out.
Orange.
I'm out then.
Orange is already touched.
They already touched orange.
I'll touch it.
All right. Give me the blue one. Give me the
Green
blue.
then.
Blue. All right, so you reach
I'll
up.
do yellow.
You're able to touch the blue. It also lights up much brighter. And is somebody touching the yellow?
I said yeah, I will.
So Dave reaches over. He touches the yellow. For a moment, it gets brighter yellow, but then all three fade back to the original color.
Okay, let's try another thing. Like
Did
yellow,
anything happen to the
yellow,
mist?
blue, orange.
No, nothing happened to your.
Let's try another sequence.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. Yellow, blue, orange.
So we're try that. It's same person or different people.
Let's do orange, yellow, blue. Because the rainbow sequence is red, orange, yellow, blue, green, purple, right? Red, orange,
Wait,
yellow, green,
Let me.
blue,
I'm
purple.
gonna do something in the jam board just to help my brain comprehend.
Jam away. Jam
And-
and Jay.
And I'm going to
So-
suggest that Dave is not one of the touchers. And I say, allow me to do it, my lord.
Yeah,
will
you're
touch.
you're
So we
helping
have
with
Yellow.
So let's do red
this-
first, and then
the-
yellow.
There's no red.
and then-
There's no red, dude. There's no red.
I mean orange. Orange, red, orange, yellow, and then blue.
So, orange, yellow, blue. I'm putting different sequences in.
All right. Run it through AI. Run it through your
Right, so-
your
Is the
AI
same person
sequences.
touching all three or different people?
Okay, have we done blue, yellow, red?
Well, unless you have
Orange.
a third arm, I don't see how you could possibly touch all three. Use your foot.
Yeah.
2 feet, 2 hands. Well, I don't think that Dave should be one of the touchers.
Okay.
Right.
I mean,
You've
but
already-
this could reset the whole sequence because that is an interesting question. You know, does it have to be the same people every time? And it is part of the sequence. But I still don't think Dave should be one of the touchies.
I think that makes sense.
I will take Dave's place, and
All
we'll
right. So I
do
touch red.
the.
I mean orange.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm now mixing it up because in the jam board there's no orange. There's only here. I'll name out the colors. There's black, white, blue, yellow, green, and
Then we'll
red.
touch the green one and the red one.
So there's no orange. They completely skip over orange and purple. So I have blue, yellow, red,
Okay.
red.
All right, Fen, you don't have
yellow.
to animate it then. Let's
Yeah.
let's talk it out because we're gonna
Alright, so
wrap
what-
up here in like 20 minutes possibly.
So what
So-
order? We're going orange.
We're gonna do
Javen
orange,
Dosh,
yellow,
Javen
blue
Dosh.
this time.
Javen
Orange,
Dodge,
yellow,
just
blue?
Call it out. One of you.
Orange,
one of
yellow,
you-
blue.
Orange, yellow, blue.
Is that what we're doing?
Yep,
Josh's, does it matter?
Nope.
All
barely.
right, so we hit the orange first again, and it again gets bright, sparkly. We hit the yellow next this time. It again lights up, and this time it stays bright, whereas before it faded immediately after we touched it.
Mhm.
And
Drum
then we
roll,
reach-
please.
We reach
for the
up and touch
blue.
the blue,
Hold on.
and it turns bright blue, shiny, but just for a moment, and all three fade back.
Ah.
Okay, so yellow is the second in the sequence. So let's try yellow. So let's try blue, yellow, orange.
So we press blue, and it turns up. It turns super bright. You press yellow, it turns up. It turns super bright. And then we press red. It turns up.
Orange.
It turns super bright, just for a moment, though. Yeah, orange, just for a moment, and then they all fade back to normal.
Maybe we have to touch them all at the same time.
Yeah, that was yes. That
You
was
try
my
it all at
thought
the same
at the
time?
beginning. See if that does it.
All right, so he's 1, 2, 3. We touch, and they all turn bright for an instant and then fade immediately.
Huh.
Okay. So we did orange, yellow, blue. We did blue, yellow, orange. Right?
No.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we started
yeah,
off
yeah.
with that. So we got to start with yellow.
Start with yellow this time. We go clockwise, I guess, just to get us pattern.
You can try that. Is that what we're doing?
Dashes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so we press yellow. It gets bright. Reach up, press the blue. It gets bright, swirly stuff all around inside of it. Reach down, touch the orange. It gets bright, orange, white stuff swirling around. Just for a moment before they fade again.
All right.
But then seconds later, they get really, really bright.
Let's run away.
And
Okay.
the
Explode.
and the mist dissipates and goes away.
Oh,
I have
yay!
no idea. Does anybody make sense of that out of that order? It was yellow,
Yeah, it's clockwise.
blue, just clockwise. Okay. All right.
It was
Now
that
somebody has to
easy.
go through.
I will.
Throw a stone through first.
Roll the dice.
Throw a stone through.
Okay.
Oh, wait, what can we see now that it's dissipated?
We can see the path. We can see the path extending out into the darkness, and but we can't see anything on any sides of it.
Glowstone.
We'll make a glowstone and roll it down there.
Yeah.
Right. So we take a glowstone, we roll it down there, and almost instantly as it crosses the pathway, the glowstone seems to blink out, seems to disappear. We don't see it roll all the way down the pathway. So it seems like it doesn't light up inside the room the way we would expect it to. It seems like the stone just disappears.
So the stone itself disappears, or the magic on the stone disappears?
It looks like because we could see the pathway even without any additional light, just from the light that's cast by the glowing stones themselves. We're able to see a little bit down past the archway. So we do see that the pathway continues down past, further into this archway. But once we roll the stone, it seems to just disappear once it passes through the archway.
Okay. So it might be an illusion, or it's some other dimension. Another dimension.
Another dimension.
So let's roll dice. See who steps through.
No.
Go.
I'm not going through.
We're going to draw stones for that?
I'm not going through.
Roll dice.
Do it. Go.
Come on.
I don't. What do the Dashes feel about this scenario?
Clueless.
I mean, the sensation from the detect evil that I was trying to cast before, he detects no evil now here. Once the mist was gone, once the mist dissipated, there's no more sensation of evil here.
But why would the stone disappear completely?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's not
Maybe the tormentor's there coming to torment us.
right. And
I'm
maybe
not sleeping tonight.
Maybe the second room is a teleporter into,
Another dimension. Another dimension.
What are we gonna do?
I think this is our great hall.
I mean, the lore says Go back to the tormentor chamber or pass through the archway. And the second great hall you'll discover.
That's why I'm totally down with going through this thing.
And not checking out the Tormentor anymore.
And Ashram says, well, why don't you go first, Luciferian?
Yeah.
If you're so confident, I'm putting a casualty for you in the gym.
Yeah. Oh, wait
Well-
a second. Oh wait, I might have some spell that I can get through with.
We could also tie that rope to an object and
Right.
toss it through.
Do you want to do that?
I do. So give me a rope.
Do you want to tie the rope around a dagger or something and toss it in?
Oh, see if you
And
could pull it back with the rope.
Yeah.
Yeah. That doesn't sound like a terrible idea.
Doesn't sound like there's any harm in that.
All right. So we take Josh's rope, we tie it around a dagger. Are we all holding onto the rope, or
We probably should. In case something pulls it, we have more of a chance of all getting pulled in or all stopping it from getting
Right.
pulled in.
so we toss the dagger in, and again, pretty much immediately as it goes through the pathway, it disappears.
What does the
But-
rope do?
The rope,
Okay.
we also can't see the rope, but it does wind up laying along the ground as if the dagger would have landed somewhere on the other side. But we
Gotcha.
see the rope. We see the rope disappear directly at the archway
Wait, how do you see a rope disappear?
because we can see the rope. We can see the rope leading up to the archway, and then on the other side of the archway, we can still see the pathway, but we don't see the rope where it should be.
So this is like a weird magic mirror teleport.
So it looks
gate.
like the rope is cut in half. Do we want to pull the rope back?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
All right. So as we pull
Something's
the
probably
rope,
grabbing onto it.
as we pull the rope back, we see more and more of the rope appearing back on our side. And after a couple of moments, the dagger comes back out and we see it again.
And it's not injured. It's not oozing green.
It's not. No, it's the same. No, it's not. It's not wet, not cold, not hot. It looks like the exact same dagger we tossed in, undamaged.
I'm surprised.
Well, hope we don't die, Rahema-san.
I hope we don't die, Rahema-san.
It's time.
Me too.
Let's jump. Let's
Are
all
we
hold
going?
hands.
Let's hold
all
hands.
Are we
All
going
right,
now?
we can make
Are
a
we
death
all-
pact, everybody.
Are we agreed?
All right,
Are we
tie-
all passing through?
No, I say tie the rope around me, and then pull me out.
Okay,
And,
so
I'm gonna light some torches.
Karen, come
I'm gonna
here,
hold a
push.
torch and jump through and step through. And you're gonna pull me back out, please.
Okay. After we tie the rope around Gustavian's waist, are you walking through the pathway? Are you walking through the archway right on the pathway or off the pathway?
On the path.
Okay.
What color's the path?
Red.
And what's it say now?
It says if red is the color of blood, then you need not. Or wait, no. What does it say again?
Home line.
If shades of red stand for blood, the wise will not need sacrifice off but a loop of magical metal. You're well along your march.
Keep
So-
on my neck.
But being that you tossed the dagger through and it seemed to land,
Fix my
and
hand
then
over here.
you pulled it back out.
That's an inorganic material, though.
All right, we'll go for it.
I I like the
You got
idea
a
of
rope
putting
tied
the
around your
person
waist.
through.
You got a rope around your waist anyway.
Keep pushing.
All right, listen. I'm gonna go up in there. I'm not gonna put my whole body in though. Just the
Track more
torch,
towards me and towards you.
my torch, and my eyes.
Okay.
You just putting your head through with a torch?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
I just gotta see what's on the other side before I say everybody jump through.
All right.
Okay. And you're standing on the pathway?
I haven't really deciphered what the heck if that's good or bad to be on the red path. Has anybody else figured out that little
I
bone?
don't think colors have to do anything with it at this point.
Wait,
Anybody else have any other
what if the
thoughts?
stones are controlling the portal type thingy?
Well, the stones are. You mean
They're
ones
in the
that are
ground.
glowing?
It's like
Which stones do you mean? The glowing stones, or
The ones that we use to deactivate the.
oh, right.
Yeah.
They
What if
probably have
it's
something to do with it. Yeah.
if we destroy it? Would there be something behind the portal? I'm calling it a portal now.
Nah, I think the
it's a
stones
portal.
are what's keeping the portal open.
I think if we remove the stones, well,
It'll close the portal. It'll just be a wall.
yeah. Well, I might
And then whoever's on one side or the other won't be able to get through.
Do you think it'd be a wall or just be the path that we're still on? It just be
I
extension
think
of
it'd
the
just
hallway.
be a wall.
Wall, huh?
Yeah. Look at the diagram. See what the stones are doing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm gonna make a call here. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick my head in torch and let you know what's on the other side
All right.
On the pathway.
of this reality.
On the
I
pathway.
have, yeah, and
Over
I
the
have
pathway.
I have a torch in one hand and my maul in the other,
Right.
and my head on my face.
Okay.
All right, I gotta take a look in there.
All right. So you go up and you lean in.
I hold my breath, lean in.
All right. So from our perspective, pretty freakishly, it looks like the top of his head is just disappeared. So it looks like he's standing there, just a body with one arm reaching in, the other arm disappearing, and no head. But he seems
Yeah.
perfectly fine. And then you, if you wanted, you lean back out.
I did.
Okay. So basically, Gustavin relays to us that it looks like there's a small room on the other side that is not at all what we're seeing there. It doesn't look like the pathway, but that there is what looks like a statue of a gargoyle that once had 4 arms, but the 4th arm is broken off of it and laying alongside one of the walls, and that's what he was able to see in the time that he leaned in there. A small room with a statue about 8 foot tall of a gargoyle with 4 arms and a broken off 4th arm right nearby.
What you think, Javendocious?
Wait, I'm gonna stick my head back in, and I'm going to make an audible sound to see if you guys can hear me.
Okay.
So you do that?
Yeah.
I say, Duchess, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Did you say
No.
normal?
I sing it.
I mean, did you say it like that level, or are you yelling?
I'm not yelling.
Okay. So we don't hear anything.
Okay, then I go in and I yell. I try again.
Okay, and from us, somewhere way off in the distance, we hear what sounds like Gustavian yelling.
Probably
but
from.
it's not coming. It's coming from somewhere behind us. It seemed very, very far away.
So it's either going to be coming out of that demon face or the
It's not the
cell.
demon. It's further away than the demon face.
Oh my!
It would be more back in the direction of the torture chamber.
Right, was my guess. Yep. I still think there's something we have to solve with the torture chamber before we make, like, we're going to get something that we have to offer this demon statue to mend it so that we can solve the next riddle.
Yeah, I think that we haven't done well with small rooms. So I'm thinking we should head back toward the Tormentor. What do the Javendoshes think?
I'm not
I
going
think
back to that guy. That guy does not gives me way too bad vibes. When we get there, though, just do the evil spell or whatever. To just
Detect
see,
evil?
maybe the evil was coming from the. I don't know. Just to double check.
Our options at this
How
point
about
are
you, Josh?
Yeah, what's your thoughts, Josh?
At this point, I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards. Well, I don't know.
I mean, we know that we can step through this thing safely, but then we're in a room. It might be a trap. You know, explore. There doesn't look like there's anything really awesome in there.
Well, there's the
Except
next
for
riddle.
the statue with a broken
Yeah, I mean, there's
arm.
definitely right, and we can't. You know, it's difficult to see entirely if is there another entrance or another door out of it. We don't know.
These are all escape rooms.
Yes.
Series of
Yeah.
escape rooms. Something is still telling me that there might be something valuable for us to have gained from the torture room. The torture drawing thing. Right? Am I describing it correctly?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
describing it correctly. Yeah.
Or if there isn't something, we could lose someone.
Wait a second. Hold on. It said that we could either, through the Tormentor or the archway, make it to the hallway.
Correct.
So the reason why you hear my voice, because they're both linked to the hallway, to the great room.
That does make sense.
So, you know, they're leading to the same place. That's why you can hear my voice going. All right, somebody take a walk down the other end, and I'm can almost guarantee that's where my hellos are going to be coming out of. The trapped, tormentor.
All right,
All
so
right, so I'll go down.
Ashram goes down with you just to go in twos.
Cool.
And so you guys go stand outside of the mural of the torture chamber. Gustavian, you lean in and yell.
Yep.
Okay, so Luciferian, you do hear what sounds like Gustavian yelling, not too far on the other side of that mural.
All right.
Not directly on the other side of it. Sounds like there might be a few doorways or something between you and where he is, but it's definitely much, much closer than when we were back standing at the archway.
All right. So I go, yeah, we hear you down here.
Ooh, can I hear that?
You hear them when your head is in there.
Mm-hmm.
And it sounds like it's coming from in front of you somewhere.
Wait, where's Gustavian?
Gustavian went back to the mural of the torture chamber.
And Luciferian is.
Oh no, Gustavian is leaning through the archway that we're looking at right
Yeah,
now.
I'm through the portal.
Yeah, Gustavian's leaning through that archway.
And Luciferian is by the Tormentor mural.
Right, which is basically behind us from this archway right here. But Luciferian, where he's at, he hears Gustavian coming from the other side, from completely the opposite direction of where we are right now.
Okay. Alrighty.
So it sounds like Gustavian's theory is correct. That there's this puzzle here with the archway that we had to solve, or probably other puzzles through the Tormentor chamber, but that ultimately they would both lead to the same place.
Okay. Well, everybody, I think we should
break on through to the other side.
Yeah, I no longer think that the other way is holding some gem. I mean, it could have given us something,
but even if it is
not necessary to get to the next room,
right, and
next hall,
right.
And by entering this way, we could probably there must be some other way to get to that other room that would be behind the Tormentor as well. So,
right, yeah, if that's even a necessary room, that might just be that might just be a another pathway that we
You have a shortcut or a long cut, Grandma's house.
Right.
Well, so what do we do, Joshes? Let's make our final decision for the evening.
Are we all going through the archway?
I'd say so.
Josh?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, so we pass through the archway.
Should we leave? Should we leave anybody on the backside, just in case?
Just in case, maybe our strongest, so he can pull us all back.
That would be Boomgut.
All right, so we'll tell Boomgut to wait here for 5 minutes, and if we tug on the rope twice, that means we want him to pull us back. But if we tug on the rope 3 times, that means he should come through.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
So we give him those instructions, and we all head through the archway.
On the pathway or off the pathway? All of us?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's have Gustavian go first, since he already has the rope tied around his waist, and you go through first on the pathway, with the strongest holding the other end of the rope. And then I will stick my head through and see if he's still on the pathway or if he's hanging off a ledge.
So Gustavian's going to walk through on the pathway.
Yeah, and we're all holding the rope.
Right.
We're all holding the rope. So if he falls, it's no problem.
All right, so he walks through on the pathway. We don't detect any change in the rope,
tension of the rope, or any weight on the rope. All right. So then,
Wait, hold on. I come back out and say, what?
You just tell him. You say, oh yeah. You say, yeah. It looks like it's a room with the gargoyle statue, and I don't see a way out right now. But
being on the path was safe.
Yeah, it seemed to be safe. Yeah.
All right. Still haven't really. Seems like I need to unpack that riddle of on or off the pathway.
Well, we know that there's some, floor. There's been floor triggers. There's a lot of buttons, stone buttons, weight. That are triggered by weight. So
right.
Could be something like that. But I mean, let's head on through. So all right. So great. So then
everyone except
Boomgut's
going through, right?
Yeah.
All right, so one by one we go through. We're all on the pathway.
Yeah.
Okay, so uh, after roughly a minute and a half or so, there's 7 of us all together in the room. This is what Gustavian has been seeing. It's a stone statue. 4 arms. One of the arms is broken off.
Oh boy. It's
Is that-
creepy. It's
I can't see
spooky.
where the arm's broken off. Yeah,
Wait, hold
it
on a
has
second, let me-
4 arms. It has 4 active arms.
I do a detect evil. Good or
That
evil.
might have been the wrong picture.
That was the wrong picture.
There's the picture.
Yeah,
You all see
legs.
this picture.
Stop, stop,
Still spooky, still
stop.
creepy.
Still creepy.
Almost creepier.
So yeah, so it's got the arm down at the bottom there, broken off. The other 3 hands are clenched shut.
It looks like
One-
one of those things in the anime Death Note.
Okay.
The big creatures that exist in another realm. That's a great anime series. It's brilliant. You'll love it, Brian. You would love it. It's intense. The writing in it is genius, and it's filled with riddles. And one of the guys, there's a real nerdy genius guy that
You'll love them.
solves the riddles. But it's awesome anime. It's called Death Note. Yeah, you'll love it. Check it out. Highly recommended. But there's these creatures. So it looks something like that. So all right, so this is what we see. All right, and it's pretty creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else creep out?
As we look around the rest of the room, so what we're saying there is it's basically an 8-foot tall statue overall. The rest of the room doesn't appear to have any other doorways in or out of it. No other kinds of windows or anything like that.
Okay. All right. Probably a good place to wrap it up then. I think everybody's half our team's fallen asleep.
So here's where we'll wrap it up then. We spend roughly a few minutes here looking at that, and then we're gonna tug on the rope, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To tell Boom got to come join us. So let's get everybody in the same location, and we'll wrap that up.
Sounds good.
So we tug on the rope, and when we tug on the rope comes through, but there's no Boom gut there.
Oh, great.
On our side,
oh my
gosh! On our side, the rope appeared to just be coming out of a solid wall. So now we're just looking at there was no archway on this side. The whenever you would walk back in, you walked straight through a wall, and then just appeared back where we are.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no archway, but we know where we had entered it because the rope is lying right by it.
So Boom Gut is no longer attached to the rope, is what you're saying?
Right, he's no longer holding onto the rope, but he has not come through the archway.
Well,
and like I said, it looks just like a solid wall on our side now, but we know where it is.
So can I look to see what's going on? What happened to old Boom Gut back there?
We could have someone look out there if we want to. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be me.
You're gonna lean your head through the archway.
Yeah, ready to hit something.
All right. Ready? All right, and your face just smacks the wall.
Okay. All right, so we yell, "Boom Gut!"
We don't hear anything.
Oh, we lost Boom
Gut. Well, we lost Boom Gut.
Bye, Boom Gut.
For
now. We lost him for now. All right, that's where we end the adventure for today, kids.
And Ashram informs us it doesn't mean that he's gone. We've been separated before in this tomb and encountered each other further on. If Boom gets alive, he won't give up. He won't abandon us here. He'll continue pressing forward wherever he's at.
Well, Boom got. I don't know how intelligent he is, but from what we were all discussing, he's not.
Well, we don't think he doesn't come off as super
But
intelligent now.
But he did kind of probably grasp that the Tormentor leads to this same area.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah.
If he can solve that and live.
Yeah.
Right, Stanley.
So that's where we want to pause right now. The 7 of us in a room that apparently has no exit.
And a creepy, creepy gargoyle.
4-armed gargoyle with one arm broken off. 3 of the arms that are still attached are closed. Well, they're not clenched closed. They're kind of cupping. It looks like you could put something within the hand if you wanted. The 3 hands are attached. The 4th hand is lying completely open.
All right, guys.
Oh boy, I wonder if we should have taken those stones.
There's stones around.
Oh dear boy, I really wish.
We're probably just gonna stop.
Let DM talk.
Yeah, we haven't investigated the rest of the room yet. We can wait on that if you want to.
Yep, we better wait on that.
Oh boy,
better wait on that.
It's a good stopping point right there. Everybody safe.
We're gonna all starve to death, try to eat the stone from the gargoyle, and die.
Eat the stone, everybody.
You know how desperate you gotta get to be eating stone?
That's some desperation.
Earth eaters.
All right,
everybody. Thanks for being at the dungeon under the big room.
Let me know. I'll just to recap where we're at right now. Like I said, I'll give a little recap at the end of our sessions. There were a couple sections where we could have died. We are on the right path for sure. As far as there was no need to go back to the torture chamber. It would eventually lead to the same place. Although maybe not this exact room, we still would have gotten to the same things. There's just 2 different pathways. Since we're past it now, that particular devil head, the green devil head with the open mouth, it's one of a few different areas. I'll keep this in mind. That in that particular area, if anybody jumped into that mouth, it's a sphere of instant annihilation. And there would have been nothing anybody could have done. The character's completely dead and gone. So we were lucky not to avoid that. And
I was the one who voted to jump into the mouth.
You were the one ready to jump in there, yeah. And we did do the right thing by getting the mist to dissipate. It wasn't necessarily a death thing, but it would have made our path significantly more difficult if we had gone through that with the mist still there.
All right,
made it more difficult, not just injured. Okay, great.
No, it would have made it much more. It would have significantly prolonged our journey through this because we would have been stuck somewhere for a while. I may have had to have broken something to get us out of it. I don't know if we would ever figure out how to get out.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, so it was definitely good on that. All right, so do we have thoughts? Are we looking at 2 weeks from now, or
we'll have to speak to our genie,
right?
The keeper of the time.
Also,
have you spoken to her at all about are we all on for the movie?
I haven't told the kids yet. So I think I had spoken to Jafar about it.
Yeah.
And they think well, we won't be able to do it that weekend because that's the same weekend, not only as Biggie's birthday, but also, that's the weekend that Biggie will be starring in a play.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Called Seussical the Musical as Thing 2.
And that's April
Well,
1st.
congrats, pretty cool.
Second.
That is the 30th and I'm sorry,
Nope,
what is that
31st.
Friday and Saturday? Is there a
Friday,
Sunday
Saturday,
performance?
and Sunday.
And
Yep.
Sunday. So that weekend is out. The
Correct.
following weekend, though,
The weekend of April 8th.
would be possible, I believe, at this point, without having our calendar, Jeannie. But I think that's what they said.
Talk to Jeannie and find out.
Okay, and hey, is Fanino awake?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Check this out. So, ironically, and the universe has gifted us that after all of these years, we start playing this game together, and Hollywood delivers us a movie titled Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves. And it is coming out to theaters on Biggie's birthday. We're actually on the
I'm a
31st.
thief.
So you are the key again. Little glitchy.
Okay, chop it off. Chop it off. Let's do it.
It's really glitchy.
Too glitchy.
Yeah, it's going bop.
All right, stop it. Stop it.
Just post a link in the private chat for it, and we'll.
Well,
watch
we
it.
could
Here.
we'll pull it up here at the house. We could just pull it
Yeah.
up through YouTube.
But yeah, so we're thinking of all going out, grabbing some
To
dinner,
dinner and a movie.
and everyone going to the movies together to watch the new Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Bet.
That sounds like a fun idea.
And who knows? We might even do some
Doesn't it?
dungeon adventuring.
At the table, at the
That's
feast.
Perfect timing.
possible.
And it stars a group of thieves.
Right,
So,
group of
Me.
thieves.
very cool.
It is
Yeah.
described as the Dungeons and Dragons
There's
Honor Among
anything like
Thieves.
that?
Thieves movie is dumb, loud, and lots of fun. To which I said, "That's us. We're loud, dumb, and lots of fun. So it's the perfect movie for us."
Definitely.
All right,
All
guys. Well, that sounds awesome. I'm totally in. I got to bail now for work, but it was great hanging with y'all. Love you.
Yeah, it was great.
And
Love you.
we'll see you. I'll stay tuned to the chat.
Yeah, confirm
Hold
for
on.
sure the movie because I will get the tickets as soon as we can, and make
Yeah.
sure that Karen gets off work.
Right.
So we'll need to know at least 3 weeks before it, if it's possible, because their
That'll be no
schedules are
problem.
planned.
That'll be no problem. And again, if see you ad hoc. And again, if I don't come at you with the answer, go to the source and send a message.
To Jafar.
Correct.
I have a question. When does the movie dinner start?
Why do you ask?
Because it and wait, which weekend are we doing it?
Well,
Not
that's what we're
your
doing.
play weekend.
Good.
After you do your play,
Good.
we'd be looking to do it after that weekend,
Yeah, so
on a weekend.
because it opens that weekend.
Because that
so
would have been the last dress rehearsal for the show. Before the show. So.
Oh yeah, no. We're gonna make it an evening of it. So we'll go to dinner at 4:30, catch the movie at 6:30, whatever, and then it'll let out around 8:30, and then we'll call it a night. So it'll be
Something like that.
yeah. So we'll look for that. We'll look for it. Right now, I'll try to verify with Jafar on the 8th.
Great.
All right. So then next time.
How perfect is that, though, that they release a Dungeons and Dragons movie now?
And they've
That's
got animals from the Monster Manual, and so they will have creatures in it that we may encounter during this adventure.
Spoilers! Bro, it's gonna be spoilers from a movie. Not
From
for
a-
a movie. From a movie.
Flip the
Nice.
script.
Fact
Mind
smack.
blown. All right, folks. Next time on Dungeons and Dragons.
Big room, you're watching the big room live on Switch. You're the big room.
Man, I love this episode.
You're watching the